Yes, I can totally agree again with Mateusz that in some way the United States were pushed to organize this summit with Russia, basically because China and India refused and they didn't want to agree with America to stop buying the Russian oil and gas and stop trading with Russia. So I think that this very firm commitment of BRICS countries to unity, it's the main problem for the Western countries, for the collective West. Basically, it's the main problem for United States because we already agreed that United States are commanders of the collective West. And no matter they're trying to represent that they don't have so much problem, that everything is good like before, we are aware of that basically this collective West, their power is based on propaganda. And this is the main power of collective West, propaganda. If we analyze the military power, we can analyze what is happening in the Ukrainian front. And basically, this is not the war between Ukraine and Russia. This is the war between collective West and Russia, because collective West is sending the arms, sending also the military support, logistics support. They are sending the all necessary information to Ukraine, also satellite information. They are also sending the fighters there. So this is the war between collective West and Russia in the territory of Ukraine. And if we analyze now the situation, it's obvious that Russia has a strategic power there, and they cannot, the whole West cannot compare to Russian military power. Also, we can analyze the economic aspect, and the Rishabh, the colleague from India, already mentioned that Africa has a lot of gas, and also the India and the other countries, China as well. They have technological power, they have a strong industry. The main problem for United States was that they decided to replace the industry to East, to Asia, because they wanted to earn more money, and they were finding opportunity to get more money for the producing, using the power of people in the Asia. So the problem we have now is that collective West they are refusing to understand the reality. They are acting like they are still the biggest power in the world and they can do everything what they want. But as I said, this unity of BRICS country, it's the main alternative for our future, and this is very important. Unfortunately, we don't speak in Europe too much about the BRICS idea, about the future of multipolarity, because it's forbidden. We are under totally censorship, and I think this is the biggest problem for Europe, because the Europe can be the last in this multipolar world and with the worst position. So in regarding that, Africa is in a better position. Now we know this colonial past and how the European country especially used Africa, and now Africa has the opportunity to change, really change the things. But if I can comment also this summit between Putin and Trump, I'm not too much optimistic. Why? Because we are discussing the reality, the real facts, but the United States and Europe whole they're refusing to see the reality. So the American foreign policy is still based on this Wolfowitz doctrine, which means that they need to destroy all rivals. They don't want to accept any other power to become the powers as they are, and they are still dedicated to that to just expand their power everywhere, and their influence through using the power. That is the main problem, and that is why we have conflicts in the Middle East as well, in the Palestine, in Iran, in the Syria, Iraq, in too many countries. And why I'm not so much optimistic? Well, the main thing is that U.S. is in the problem. They have problem with their own economy, and maybe this meeting it's not. If we see what United States wants, maybe it's not focused on the Ukraine, but maybe it's focused on the economic cooperation, because the United States understand that they need to cooperate with Russia as well as other BRICS countries, China and India. But on the other hand, I also support this position of colleague Konrad Rekas that the United States will try to restore their power, and they will just not give up such easy. They will try to restore, and that is recently I published the article how the collective West is negotiating with Russia at the same time preparing the offensive in the Ukraine, and probably maybe new wars. So that is what we are seeing in Ukraine right now. We will have this summit in a few days, and right now the Ukrainian army is concentrating their power. There are around 50,000 of soldiers in Chernigov, near Bryansk. And they won't try to invade the Bryansk region in Russia. At the same time, negotiation about the peace, so-called peace. So that is, I think, that is prove that West don't want to speak about the peace, and they don't want to give up. They are just playing their own games. The strategic documents like Wolfowitz Doctrine, it's still their main foreign policy document, and they want to destroy all rivals, and the biggest problem for them is BRICS.